The Walking Dead, issue 76. Was shown. Why?
Look at yourself. You really have to ask me why?
Oh my god. What have I done? Wait, you hear that? Sounds like motorcycles.
Sure, yeah. I can keep him overnight if I have to. What happened?
It's Rick. I think he might have lost it.
He just attacked you? Just pushed his way into your house? And attacked? That's crazy. I mean, he seemed like such a nice man. Why would he do that? Pete?
Honestly, Rick, what am I supposed to do with you? I didn't know this place existed. My best friend in Washington was a security liaison for the house. He knew all about this little community. Set to run on solar power, stocked with almost a year's worth of goods. This place was tailor-made for our situation. It had everything but the wall. He brought me here. His name was Alexander Davidson. At first, it was such a rewarding experience. It wasn't easy getting out of the city. It took some time to fight our way here. But once we arrived, once we moved into the houses, it was just so close to how things were that it was almost like, well, surely you must know what I'm talking about. What I'm unable to express, you must have felt the same way. We began work on the wall, all of us. We found the nearby construction site and we put the materials to good use. It was those early days, before the fence was completed, when we lost the most people. But we pressed on, held together. We really made this community what it is. We lost a lot from that time, Olivia will tell you, and Tobin's been here since the beginning too. Carter, Jessica, and then a little later, Davidson himself. Davidson was our leader, no question from the very beginning. He was the man for the job. He could think on his feet and make quick decisions. He really was an asset, and I have no doubt in my mind that he kept me alive in those early days. But then things changed. He didn't rape those women, not exactly, but he knew what he was doing. He was in a position to keep them safe, offer them more protection, or none at all. What choice did they have? How could they reject his advances? I only learned of his actions after the fact, not until after Beth killed herself. He was generally up to no good, forcing people into jobs they didn't want, putting others in danger instead of himself. It was clear to me that he had to go. He was too much of a hindrance to our continued way of life. He had to go. In the end, I couldn't bring myself to kill him. And I didn't want anyone else to know what had happened. I'd already burnt a Walker body to double to Davidson. The fence was completed by that point. I got him on the other side of it and told him he was no longer welcome, that he had to go. Told him I'd shoot him if he tried to follow me back in, although I didn't think I would. Let's not split hairs here, though. I left that man to die, and die he surely did. I love this community, Rick. Davidson became a problem with it. And so I murdered him. Rick, I guess what I'm getting at here is, don't make me murder you too. I'll leave you with that thought. I have other matters to attend to at this late hour.
Wait,
Yes?
I never wanted to be a leader. I didn't need the pressure, didn't want the responsibility. For all that was going on, I had other things on my mind. My wife and son to protect. My partner Shane. He was the leader of our group at first. Not that we took that time to make those distinctions. But he was the one everyone looked to for answers. Didn't really matter to me until he started making decisions that weren't good for the group. He wanted to stay on the outskirts of Atlanta, but it was too dangerous. He thought help was coming. He had his reasons, but it didn't make it any less dangerous. We butted heads, there was a lot of arguments. Things even got heated. He didn't like that people were starting to agree with me. He helped my wife and son get to Atlanta. I was in hospital healing from a gunshot wound. I caught up to them later. I drifted into a coma. They both thought I was dead. Thinking about it, why wouldn't they? They were always close. He was my best friend. She was my wife. They had spent a lot of time together before all this happened. I know she slept with him. Not before. When they were at camp outside Atlanta, before I arrived. They thought I was dead. Who could blame them? I certainly didn't. I'm almost certain that my daughter was actually Shane's. With me back, Laurie naturally shunned Shane, returning to me, pretending nothing had happened. Between that and seeing the group slowly turn to me for leadership, taking my side in the arguments, he started to crack. I don't blame him. The pressure, the danger around us. He snapped. He'd at least had a companion in Laurie until I came back. He wanted that back. So much so that he actually thought killing me was a viable option. Then he'd be leader and he'd get Laurie. Obviously it didn't work out in his favour.
You killed your best friend too.
No. My son did it for me.
You're up early.
You ready?
So, how does this work?
The bell tower, on the courthouse. It's a few blocks away, closer to the construction site we take material from. We'll have to be quick and quiet. We don't want to draw attention to your location. We'll drop you off during the supply run, pick you up at the end of the day. There not going to be a night shift for your sentry job? How's that work?
They're still trying to figure that out. I'm not there to protect us from roamers, and anyone with half a brain isn't going to travel at night out there. Not that anyone up there would be able to see them anyway.
Makes sense. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Ready?
Yeah, sure. You hear anything about Rick? After what he did? I don't really know what to make of it. I hope he's okay.
Yeah. The boys were talking about it earlier. Don't really know what's going on down there. Figure it's best not to stick my nose in. Guy like Rick, figure he's got a good goddamn reason for whatever he's done. At least I hope he does.
Go and get your son. Talk to him a little. Tell him whatever you need to. I don't want him to worry about you. When you're done, I'd like you to come by my house. We've got one last thing to talk about.
Oh, hey Rick.
Today was the first day. I'd forgotten.
Are you okay?
Looks worse than it is, I'm fine. All part of the job. Sorry about last night. Things got out of hand.
It's okay, he was fine. We're okay.
Really, Maggie. Thanks. I don't want to be a disruption, I just wanted to talk to him. Carl?
Where were you?
I'm sorry, son. I was working. Things got a little carried away. Couldn't make it home.
You left me alone. I thought that wasn't going to happen anymore. I was worried about you.
I know, Carl. I'm sorry. I don't think it'll happen again.
Okay. I got school.
I'll see you tonight then?
Jesse, Please, stop!
Let her go.
Yeah, okay. What a relief. Jeez. How soon you think we'll have to go back out?
Don't know. Gotta get this medicine to Denise.
We had a rough time out there.
I can imagine. Glad to have you back.
As much as I don't agree with what you did, which, for the record, is a lot, it brought all of this out in the open. Pete is moving into his own place for a while. Ron won't be sleeping over there. Jesse and Ron will stay at the family home, and Michonne has agreed to keep an eye on the situation. Can I assume you'd be willing to help her out on this?
Of course, assuming I'm still on the job. I'm not exactly proud of what I did, Douglas. I'll be the first to admit, I crossed the line.
Stop. The last thing I want is an apology. What's the point? That's not what we're here for.
Then what are we here for?
To determine whether or not you should be allowed to continue carrying this. We have the best no-weapon policy, but seeing Pete and you that way, it makes me think we need to keep someone on the inside armed. Just to be prepared. And your methods on this were way off base. I don't want to ignore that, but you took a man through a window, let him roll you around in broken glass, bash in your face, and you never once pulled that gun on him. It wasn't until I made my threat. That's when you pulled it. And you never had any intention of shooting me. I'm smart enough to realize that was a message more than anything.
I can't deny that.
You don't want me to have to do this, and yet I do. And you had no idea I will do what I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's about right.
Close enough.
The fact is, I can live with that. To have a head of security who is willing to break rules in order to keep our community safe. I respect that. I see that you weren't concerned in any way with your own well-being. You cared more that Pete not hurt Jesse again. So by all means, break rules. Do what you feel needs to be done. I value your instincts. I rely on them. But please, know this. This community serves on a very fragile balance. I'm fine with you suggesting or making changes to policy for the good of us all. But I don't want you ever again to questioning my leadership in front of those people out there.
Understood. Hey, look. I don't really know. I need to go to bed. I haven't slept at all, and can you watch for Carl? Make sure he makes it back to my house after school.
Whatever it is, Rick, fix it.
Michonne.
Just get your shit together.
Laurie?
I'm here, Rick.
I just needed to hear your voice. Things have been... I have to admit, I just don't know how much longer I can keep this up. What we did to those hunters, and how I've behaved since we got here. I just attacked this guy Pete. I think I'm losing control.
Dad?